Hello everyone, just before this video starts I just want to give you a little heads up and an apology really. I had some audio gremlins on this video, so you will hear a high-pitched microphone whine. I've tried to get rid of it the best I can using EQ, and it's slightly changed the audio of the Deus. But there's so much what I think's interesting information in this video, it would be a shame to ditch it. So apologies in advance, and I suck at my job. Hello and thanks for joining me in the beautiful south of England. Now the stubble isn't quite as bad as last week's field. It was quite intense, wasn't it? And we had to use the goldfield mode to go above it. But I think I'll be able to use different modes on this field, factory programs perhaps, and just get that little bit closer to the ground. Now this field's quite interesting because it's full of Second World War military stuff. They were working here, they were camping here, they were training here. So it's going to be something a little bit different. Hopefully we can pull up some interesting related items. I think I'm going to concentrate today on target quality. I know that's a bit of a bold statement to make, but when you've got loads and loads of junk on a field, you don't want to be digging these bullets and stuff all day long. It'll drive you mad. So agreed, I may be missing stuff, but on the other hand, I want to preserve my sanity as much as I can. There it is, look. There's a slight deviation in the line, isn't there? And if that was a coin, I think that'd be an exact line, because the target's loud, confident and shallow. Because there's that slight deviation, I think it's a good target, but I don't think it's a coin. And there it is. It's a military button. And of course you've got the good metal there, and then you've got a little bit of iron there, very often iron, for the pip. But also this XY screen could give a slightly disrupted visual reading on a coin, because there's loads of iron around here. So there's every chance that a coin will be next to iron in this sort of field. But it's also telling me, you know, it's close, but it's not exactly what you're looking for, if you're looking for coins, that is. But what it did tell us, it was a diggable non-ferrous target. So this XY screen is reasonably accurate as long as you sort of understand how to interpret it correctly. Now if something's quiet or deep, I don't think you can rely on the XY screen as gospel, because you've got so many factors taken into account there. The soil, the contamination of other targets such as iron, just the general depth side of things. But if something's shallow and nice and bright, I think the XY screen is probably the way to go. High 80s, looks interesting, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. No idea. Is it a ring? Is it a badge? I think that might be a cannon wheel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's off something, maybe. Don't know. It's that high conductive target again, isn't it? So far we've been pretty lucky on those. This is an interesting little tickle. High 90s belting signal. Well, it's out. That is a pocket watch, look. Well, that was someone's personal possession, wasn't it, here in the military camp? Metal detecting really is just a game of chance, isn't it? But I think if you can somehow along the lines stack the odds in your favour, it just makes the whole job a little bit more easier. But even if you don't find something detecting, take me today. This beautiful British countryside, I couldn't think of a better place to be. So we're going to keep going and just see if we can tag something interesting. If we can't, guys, c'est la vie. Okay, 77, nice straight line. See how the ground's changing now I'm coming up this bank. It's the chalk's gone now, it's a lot stiffer, and there it is, look, another little military button with the loop on the back. It makes a nice change to find different items, you know, something you can relate to a little bit more, such as World War II. The guys were camped here, and you start thinking, you know, what were they doing? What was going through their minds at the time with the bombers coming over and the squadrons of Spitfires escorting the Lancasters? It must have been really scary times, you know, thinking about how safe their families were, or were they ever going to see their families again? So, you know, those thoughts were probably going through the head of the guy that was wearing this button. Whereas we sort of take all this sort of stuff for granted. We've got different kinds of worries in this modern world, haven't we? Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's see if we can find something else. That ain't bad, is it? 83, 84. Still got that bit of disruption to it. I don't think that's very deep either. Ooh, look at that. Hey, a part of a cat badge. So that's interesting. These cat badges, I'd really like to find a full one, are really smashing out on those high targets. So I suppose I could go cherry picking for the high targets. Now if I was to do that, I'd switch to the hot program with the full tones, because then I can listen out for that high pitched tone, whereas the sonar program is a simple two-tone program. Every target's a high pitch, whether it's high conductive or low conductive. So do you know what, I think I will. I think I'm going to go on to the hot program, turn the audio response up to 5, and then have a wiggle around with that and just cherry pick those high conductors. Hot program 95, big high conductor. That was actually on the surface and I didn't see that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful military button. 93, look at that, really, really high pitcher. Oh, look at that, it's a beautiful, beautiful military button, look. There you go, another one. Whee! Very confident XY. What's that in there, look? Ah, it's a coin, look. We've had a coin, hooray! And there you have it, a worn coin. Well, I'm out today once again with the Weekend Wanderers Metal Detecting Club. Do you know, I really enjoyed my visit with them last week, so I thought I'd come again, and they're a really friendly, chilled out bunch of people. Well organised, no pressure, nice day out. So if you want to come down to the south of England, look up the Weekend Wanderers. Oh, and also, if you're going to Detectorville, come over and say hi. We'll be there on the XP stand. Here's a little bit of a moody 80, have a look. The XY isn't particularly well behaved, but the audio's having a good shout at me, so let's have a look. There you go, piece of junk look. The XY got it absolutely spot on. It was telling me, yeah, it's non-ferrous, but only if you want to. It's not a coin. It's not a coin, Gaz. I'd leave it. Yeah, should have done really. Well, today my finds box is rapidly filling up, isn't it, with all these cool little bits and pieces. And don't forget, I've still got a pouch full of, well, junk really. So it's not been a bad day all in all. A blistering 92. Oh, the sun's coming out for this one, so it's got to be something good, hasn't it? What did I say? Look at that. Yes, yes. It's 2 shillings. And if I can read a date on that, look at the condition of that. I'm not even going to turn it over yet. It's a 1942. Let's turn it over. George VI. Whoa, look at the sun glistening off that. That is a beautiful, beautiful coin. A little bit of damage on the front there, but a beautiful coin. So far, cherry picking those high conductors has certainly paid off, hasn't it? I'm chuffed to bits for that. Not a bad XY on that. 85. 90. It's a real punchy target, isn't it? Real punchy one. Oh, stones, come on. There it is, look. It is, yes, a complete cat badge. Look at that. Even got the pin on the back. Perhaps a little bit's missing on the corner. Don't know. Well guys, that's my cat badge. I think I'm going to call it quits now. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm running out of memory card because I must have dug 100 targets on film, but I'm not going to punish you with all them. So that's it. That's my XY screen top tips, and it has served us well, hasn't it, the XY screen, along with the full tones of the hot program. That's given us that other form of identification, high conductors, high tone. So a combination of those two settings has made our life pretty easy on this really junky field. So that's it guys, thanks for watching once again, it's been emotional. Don't forget to drop into the Metal Detecting Skills School and the XP Adventures Facebook groups if you want to have a chat. And I will see you again on the next video. Thanks once again for watching, bye for now.